Well. Welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm Wat2K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. If you're brand new, welcome aboard. Please like and subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. I appreciate everybody's support. So we are here to make our 5 bold predictions and score prediction for the New York Jets versus the Dallas Cowboys this Sunday afternoon at MetLife Stadium. This is something we do every week, but before we do that, we got to take a look back at the Monday night, the Monday night mess against Miami, I guess is what we'll call it. So quickly go over those 5 predictions that I made. I predicted the Dolphins would have at least 3 plays of 30 yards or more. They did not. They had 3 plays over 20 yards, but none that hit 30. Number 2, I predicted Devon Achane would have at least 110 all-purpose yards. He came close. He had 101 yards. Number 3, I predicted that Quinnen Williams would record 1.5 sacks for the Jets. The Jets couldn't get a single sack. They couldn't even get a freaking quarterback hit against Miami. Number 4, I predicted Garrett Wilson would have at least 10 passing targets. He had 8. And I predicted there would be at least 2 turnovers in this game, which was bold, considering neither team had a turnover through 3 games. Neither team had a takeaway more specifically. And indeed, there were 3 takeaways. Of course, Miami had all 3 because why wouldn't they? So I didn't do too great with those predictions, but the score prediction, pretty good. I said it would be Dolphins 27-17, and it was Dolphins winning the game by a score of 27-21. Only 4 points off, not bad. Let's get into the 5 bold predictions for this week. I predict, first of all, Mason Taylor will catch his first career touchdown. Mason Taylor looked very, very good against Miami. 5 catches, between 65 and 70 yards. He hasn't found the end zone just yet, but this is a Cowboys team that struggles pretty much in every facet of their defense. I can see a situation where they really try to take Garrett Wilson out of the game and dare any other Jets pass catcher to beat them. And I think at some point, Mason Taylor, who is, I think, now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm with Justin Fields, is going to catch that first career touchdown. Number 2, Breece Hall gets at least 25 touches. It's very interesting. I feel like if you talk to 10 different Jet fans, some of them will say he's not getting the ball enough. Some will say he's getting it too much. But now that the Jets have lost Braylon Allen for pretty much the majority of the season at this point, at least through October and November, and probably well into December as well, the Jets are going to have to rely on number 20. And it's hard to even imagine him getting traded at this point because they're going to need Breece Hall to have any kind of an offense at this point. So between catching the ball and running the ball, I'm predicting at least 25 touches for Breece Hall. Number 3, I predict the Cowboys will punt only 1 time in this game. The Dallas Cowboys offense is lethal. Even though they are missing quite a few offensive linemen, Dak Prescott is playing at an MVP level. I know that's something of a cliche, but if you look at the numbers, he's number 1 in completed passes, number 1 in passing yards. He has been a problem for other defenses. There is a difference, they say, between regular season Dak and postseason Dak. This is the best regular season Dak we've ever seen. I'm not saying the Cowboys are going to keep scoring touchdowns, but I do think the Jets defense will struggle to get a pass rush and to stop the run. And I certainly don't predict that they are going to be forcing turnovers all game long. And I'm going to say the Cowboys punt only once. Number 4, I'm going to say the Jets finally forced a turnover. They are the only team in the NFL who is yet to take the ball away. I say it ends this week. And number 5, I just think this is going to be a wacky game. You have 2 teams whose strengths are very pronounced, but the weaknesses are even that much more pronounced. I think you're going to see something weird. I think you're going to see a touchdown scored by either a defense or on special teams. I can tell you this with Dallas. They've given up some big returns this year. Okay? So I think you're just going to see something very, very strange, and I think it's going to be that kind of play that could really turn the game around. As far as the final score goes, again, it is very hard for me to pick a Jets team to win a game that continually beats itself. I don't think that the Cowboys are going to put a 40-burger up. I think the Jets will play with a little bit more self-respect, but I just think it's a little bit too much. Like what you have is a Dallas offense that can barely be stopped and a defense that can't stop anybody. On the Jets side, you have an offense that is kind of hit or miss. When it looks good, it looks really good. But when it looks bad, it does not. It looks pretty bad. And a defense that can't stop anybody. So I'm taking the Cowboys. And my score for the game will be Dallas 29, Jets 20, and the Jets fall to a despicable, embarrassing 0-5. But hey, maybe going to Europe the next week will actually do some good for them. You got to look for positives anywhere you can. So that is my thoughts on that. I've got the full game preview video that'll be up that'll be up on Friday afternoon as well. So be sure to check that out. Everybody, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you right back here with more content from you know where. The Wicker Chair.